There was a moment of awkward silence in Harar's Parliament building on Tuesday, October 28, 2025, one that left both lawmakers and citizens baffled. As President Emmerson Mnangagwa delivered the closing lines of his highly anticipated State of the Nation address, the lights suddenly went out, television screens across Zimbabwe flickered to black, cameras froze, the president's voice cut mid-sentence. Within seconds, murmurs filled the chamber. Now, Parliament has officially apologized to the head of state and to the nation, calling the power failure a technical mishap rather than an act of sabotage. In a detailed statement released Wednesday morning, Clerk of Parliament Kennedy M. Mnangagwa expressed deep regret over what he described as an unforeseen and unfortunate interruption. The Parliament of the Republic of Zimbabwe sincerely regrets the loss of power supplies during His Excellency's State of the Nation address and offers sincere apologies to the President and the nation, the statement read. According to the clerk, Parliament was running on a standby generator during the address, a routine precaution whenever national events are broadcast live. However, just moments before the conclusion of Mnangagwa's speech, a key circuit breaker supplying electricity to the chamber tripped, cutting off power entirely. While technicians worked frantically to restore supply, the president calmly continued delivering his final remarks in near darkness, his voice echoing through the silent, dimly lit room. Witnesses described the scene as surreal. It was as if the lights themselves had lost confidence, one parliamentarian told reporters. But the president didn't flinch, he just kept talking. The sudden blackout, however, quickly took on a life of its own on social media. Hashtags like Sharp Dark Nation Address and Sharp Power Totha People began trending on X, formerly Twitter, within minutes, as critics and commentators speculated about the timing and symbolism of the outage. Some opposition figures suggested that the power cut reflected the state of the nation itself, dark, uncertain, and struggling for direction. Others hinted at the possibility of internal sabotage, though officials have strongly dismissed such claims. To quell the rumors, Parliament's leadership confirmed that an official technical investigation is underway. The inquiry involves the Ministry of Local Government and Public Works, CISA Holdings, and other relevant government departments. We are taking this incident seriously, Mnangagwa assured. A full report will be made public once investigations are complete, and all necessary steps will be taken to prevent any recurrence. Sources within Parliament say the investigation will examine whether the generator was properly maintained, if the circuit breaker was faulty, and why the switchover to the national grid failed to occur in time. CISA technicians who inspected the system later in the day confirmed that the building's backup generator had been operational but was overloaded momentarily, triggering an automatic shutdown. Despite the official explanation, the power failure has already sparked intense political and symbolic interpretation. Analysts say the timing, coming at the height of debates surrounding the controversial 2030 agenda and Mnangagwa's potential term extension, gave the incident deeper meaning. Political commentator Fare Mafunga told local media, "In politics, symbolism matters. A blackout during a State of the Nation address isn't just a technical glitch, it becomes a metaphor for the times." Meanwhile, pro-government voices have urged citizens not to read too much into the incident, insisting that the apology from Parliament shows accountability and transparency. SANUP spokesperson Christopher Mutsvanga also weighed in briefly, telling journalists that the issue was purely technical and not a matter for political dramatization. The president himself, ever the seasoned politician, reportedly brushed off the episode with humor, joking to aides that even power could not wait to hear the end. Nevertheless, for many Zimbabweans watching from home, the blackout underscored the country's fragile power grid, a daily frustration that continues to plague both households and businesses. In the days following the address, citizens took to social media to share memes of the incident, comparing it to previous national mishaps and dubbing it the nation's darkest hour, literally. The apology from Parliament was intended to draw a line under the controversy, but it has only fueled further discussion about governance, transparency, and the reliability of national institutions. Observers note that while the explanation seems plausible, the public's skepticism reflects a deeper mistrust built over years of political opacity and infrastructural decay. As one university lecturer commented, when things go wrong in a system already burdened by power shortages, political tension, and suspicion, even a simple technical fault becomes a national event. For now, Parliament's promise of a full investigation and preventive measures will be closely watched. Officials have vowed that the next State of the Nation address, or any major government event, will not suffer a repeat of such an embarrassing interruption. The clerk concluded his statement by reaffirming Parliament's respect for the office of the President and its commitment to maintaining dignity in national proceedings. We extend once again our apologies to His Excellency, the President, and to the nation of Zimbabwe. We assure the public that steps are already being taken to ensure such an incident never happens again. As the lights flicker back on in Parliament, Zimbabweans are left reflecting on an event that, for a few moments, quite literally left the nation in the dark.